In life, things often get lost in translation. When we talk to one another, we often can't tell the context of which it was meant. Because sometimes words have different meaning, or sometimes people don't communicate eloquently, or it's simply jargon to them. So, if I were to bring up to you and say, you know that the government puts chips in people's heads, and there's this thing called net neural monitoring, and they can monitor your brain, people would say, bitch, where is your tinfoil hat? To which my reply would be, it's right here. I got it. See? I got my tinfoil hat. But that's besides the fucking point. So, who's familiar with BrainGate? Are you familiar with BrainGate? Let's talk about it. So, for those of you who might think I'm a little bit cuckoo, like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, no, you're wrong. Let's talk about it. It's real, BrainGate. So, about BrainGate, our research team includes leading neurologists, neuroscientists, engineers, computer scientists, neurosurgeons, mathematicians, and other research, all focusing on developing brain-computer interface technologies to restore the communication, mobility, and independence of people with neurological disease, injury, or limb loss. Our research is focused not only on improving the ability to operate a computer, but also to provide people with ALS, spinal cord injury, and stroke with reliable, constant control of their movement. So it's real. It's not a joke. This is not a joke. I've attached videos to show you a bit about it. It is not new technology. Remember, people, by the time we hear about something, it's generally at least 50 years old, least. So the article I'm providing is actually from about 13 years ago, and then something a little more current.
Matthew Nagel was paralyzed from the neck down after being stabbed several years ago, but technology gave him hope. He was one of 4 testing BrainGate, a new technology where a chip is implanted in the brain that picks up electrical impulses. A computer then interprets those impulses as actions. The chip is implanted just beneath the patient's skull and is only a few millimeters square. Here's Matthew playing a computer game. He's not using a mouse or a joystick, rather he's thinking of where to move the paddle. All thoughts are electrical impulses, and after extensive research and testing, a computer has been trained to decode those impulses and create the corresponding actions.
Now close it?
Now close. Eyes open. Not bad at all.
This is Matthew completing another task where he's controlling the green dot with his thoughts and trying to follow the red dot. At Boston's Museum of Science, BrainGate's creator talked about the technology and what he hopes it can do.
So in 5 years, what we want is individuals who have spinal cord injury able to feed themselves, to move their limb to their face, potentially stand up, things like that. That 5 years would be ambitious, but potentially that would be beginning to happen. In 50 years, it's very hard to tell, but I think we'll have people with much better, allowing people much better control, that they would be able to carry out a range of normal functions, but maybe not even to the level of, say, typing with their fingers. But again, we don't know.
Donahue went on to say that many tens of millions of dollars have been spent so far by his team to develop BrainGate, but the technology is still in its infancy. Once on the market, he expects BrainGate to cost tens of thousands of dollars for each patient, though he believes insurance will cover most of it. Donahue and his team are evaluating the data from the trials and looking to expand the program in late 2008 or early 2009.
People are often quick to call people crazy when they don't comprehend the language that they speak. They consider it jargon or mumbo-jumbo or babble, or maybe that these people are mental. No, that's not it. It's just that different communication methods are out there, and people are so used to living in this 3-dimensional world that they often forget that there's other technology out there. Now, this technology that the doctors are using, it's ancient. Do not be fooled into thinking it's new, because honestly, in my opinion and that of many, many others, we're going in reverse. We are not getting smarter as a society, as a culture, as an earth. No, it's the opposite. Why do you think back in the days of Noah and so forth, people would live up to 300 to 500 years? Do you think that was a lie? No, they were healthier. They knew what to do and how to maintain their body. Whereas nowadays, there's so many chemicals in our foods, in our water, all the medications people take, all the public programming. Everything has been designed to dumb people down. They don't look around. They're stuck inside the TV box or their television because our perception is often what makes up our reality. Doesn't mean it's the only reality. It just means the perception and the way we can perceive it in our mind, this is how it computes. Now they're computing all of you. So for clarification, I am not a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm a realist. A realist who really likes to study the lists. Hey, but if you decide you need some friends and you would like to join the club, I'm open. I need some friends. Take me to your leader.